creating the drawing for the bolt is a little bit more involved than we've done in the past. So while you won't find a tutorial video on creating the board drawing, I did want to walk this through. So as I open up a drawing, I'll click Browse as I usually do, find my bolt part, and hit Open. Dropping then front, top, and right side, and the isometric drawing. Go ahead and place this in the upper corner. See about changing these. These are already 1-to-1, which actually gives me plenty of room for my dimensioning. I'm going to try to allow for plenty of space here. Now, the dimensioning that I'm going to want to do is under Annotation and Smart Dimension. You'll notice that I'm going to do my best to keep everything I can as between the views as required in our by our rules. Okay? But if I can't, I will move it to the outside if necessary. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the height of the overall cylinder. Now that would be from this measurement here to this bottom measurement here, and pull that out to the side. Being is that I have two very similar views, I'm going to kind of work these back and forth. So as I take and add a dimension here that gives you the end result of our chamfered circle, I'm going to bounce over to this one to give you the side to side, which I made a mistake there, so I hit undo, smart dimension again, side to side. I'm going to bring this down below. Now I still need to show the height of the top, which I'm going to do in this one here, from here to there. I'm going to use this one then to show the roundness of the corner. I'm going to zoom in and make sure I get this one here. Make sure I'm showing the correct roundness. Now, one of the things that I'm currently missing is the angle of the chamfer. I can see the size difference, but I don't know what the angle is. So I'm going to zoom in some, and I'm going to pick the angled line and then the bottom line. This should now give you an angle measurement. When I get 45 degrees, I'm going to pull out in this direction to make sure that I'm not overlapping my lines or anything with any of the other features. This one does go to the outside, but as you can see, the height measurement here prevents me from putting it to the inside, and the 1-inch measurement here prevents me from doing it on this one. So if you want to move those around and find a better way to do it so that you could dimension it to the inside, you are more than welcome to. That should take care of the stem of the bolt. I now know all the sizes that I would need to know. Lastly, I'm going to come up to the top view. I already have shown how round this head is, but I have not shown this radius here. So I'm going to click on that and show the radius. Now, since this is a regular hexagon, the only thing I need to know is the distance from either side to side or point to point. Well, notice we don't have any points because they were all filleted. So I'm going to use the side to side. Now, we don't really usually like angled ones, so I'm going to use the top to bottom. Now I'm going to rearrange these in just a minute because I can put my height here. I'm going to delete my radius and actually use this corner for the radius because they are a pattern and they are all the same all the way around. You will now see that I know the height of the head, the size of the head, the radius of the corners on the edges, the radius of the edges along the top view, the height of the stem of the bolt, the diameter of the stem of the bolt, the diameter of the chamfered size, and also the angle of the chamfer. This gives me all of the information that I need. The only things I have left to do is I did not half size my isometric view, which I will do, and I will fill out the title block. Again, making sure I use the scale of, and we'll fill this out right now, since this was 1-to-1, 1 inch on the drawing represents 1 inch in real life. As I said in the first drawing video, this would be page 3, space of space 4. The rest of it you would fill out as you need to.